Hi, everyone. Gonna get started in just a few seconds because I forgot that I scheduled this, which was gonna be my time slot anyway, the same time as the game today. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I want to make sure that everything is flowing well. I'm not um looking too crazy, and I think I might be okay. All right, happy, wonderful, magnificent Sunday. It is Sunday, the first Sunday in September. In a couple of weeks, it will be determined that it is officially fall. And hopefully, where I am, it'll start to feel that way. I know it probably really won't, but that's wishful thinking on my part because I absolutely love autumn. It is my favorite time of year and I'm just excited about it. Hey, honey girl and Deluxe, I'm happy that you all stopped by today for this wonderful presentation of sorts regarding my L bag. So before I get started, I'm just grateful for you all being a part of the handbag community and showcasing you all's bags as well as taking the time out to watch my craziness from time to time. Hi, Ingrid. Ingrid, hi. And hi, Sus What. I'm happy that you all are here. Because of that, I've embarked on another um, milestone pretty much. And I have accumulated 1,300 viewers. And I will continue to say this repeatedly. I never thought that I would even get above 100. I never thought that. It was just me sharing my perspective of Dooney and Bourke and how I've just grown to love it over all these years. And I just have such an appreciation for the community and I just love you all. And thank you for just being supportive and patient with me during this time. I will be having a as I love to give away stuff. So I will be having a giveaway soon for my 1,300 subscribers as well as I continue to build up. I'm just appreciative. Thank you. So I got a brief story to share before I really get into it. I got notes, y'all. I don't have notes, but I've noticed I need to start having some notes because then I just have these brain farts and it's just like, oh, I can't remember anything. But today, this particular bag, before I get into the L, you see it behind me, and then I'll bring out the other. It dawned on me that I have always been attracted to the equestrian purse or bag from Dooney and Bourke since I was a kid. And I have vivid memories of seeing my mom carry her bag and how at that time it seemed to be so big and she just carried it well from church, from work, just wherever. That was her go to bag. And it was just like, I always thought it was just so uniquely designed. And I'm going to bring back, I've shared this before on my channel but I'm gonna bring this beauty back out. She's had this since the early 90s. It might have been the late 80s as far as I'm concerned, but I know for sure I probably started really paying attention when it was like the 90s, like when I was in middle school, because some of the girls had Dooney and Bourke bags. But of course, during that time, I knew nothing about fake bags. I just thought they had a Dooney and Bourke, and I didn't have one. But I knew a couple of women in my life, especially my mom, who carried theirs with pride and just joy. And to see this bag, y'all, this bag used to look really big. And I asked her the other day, was this the large or the medium? She said back then they didn't have it. This was just it. You know, if it was the look that you were looking for, that was it. They didn't have a selection of just large, and you knew what a large looked like according to your taste and what a small looked like. I cannot remember what this is called outside of a saddlebag. And in actuality, it might just be that a saddlebag, a saddle crossbody, a saddle shoulder bag. But this bag is very iconic because not only is it the saddlebag, but in the equestrian style, all weather leather. So before it was designated as pebble grain to what we know now, It was all weather leather. And when I tell you rain, sleet, or snow, this bag was being worn. Nobody had to worry about it, getting stained. And as I need to stop looking at this bag in the camera, I want to show you all. It does need to be cleaned. I have never done such a thing, but you all give me some recommendations as to what I could put on here to make this color, this beautiful navy, and as well as all the trimming to come back out again with this. And yes, look at these toggles on here. These are brass. Listen, let me see if you can hear that. These are brass. They are hard. They're not to be played with. And look at the braiding on here. I'm gonna open this up. The braid of this. I mean, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. And I was like, this is like, reminds you of a duck. But the toggles are really, really nice and heavy. Let me pull this down some first. This duck on the front of here needs to be polished, but it's a puffy duck. Like I was feeling it, it's like, wow, it doesn't feel like the ducks. The ducks that are on the bags now are nice. I can't really talk bad about them, but just to see how that is, how that logo is on there. And then of course, with the way that the bag, look at this. This is in great condition. I didn't even look at that at first. I had to stuff her out. But look at the suede. I mean, this woman took care of this bag. It's nothing, and that really shows you the timeliness of this particular just Dooney and Bourke bags, period. Nothing is like peeling, coming apart, anything like that. Let's turn it to the side. I mean, it's just wonderful. It just needs some cleaning, some buffing, but it is a beautiful, beautiful bag. I've noticed that, of course, the straps patinaed and what have you. You might have a little something with the stitching, but nothing major. And one thing that I realized when I was growing up, I started to pay attention to which was a fake purse, and that didn't matter if it was Dooney or whomever else. When the stitching and the thread started coming loose, a real good quality bag, if it's real, it's not going to have those issues. Sometimes you might have a little bit of things that may happen here and there, but not like every bag you getting is like that. And you only pay $5 for it, and it's a knockoff. Don't expect it to last long. And so even here in the front with the pockets, you have this here, and this has this suede lining as well. And look at the color of it. And this right here is hard. Not hard, but it's firm. It's firm. You can still rub out some scratches if need be, and plenty of space. Like I said, I put some stuffing in here to kind of make it protrude back out a little bit. But wonderful bag. It didn't come with feet, and there was no need for reinforced bottom with this. It was just a really nice, well put together bag. And let me show you the inside of this bag. An iconic piece. So, of course, for those that have bags that are pretty old, look at that. Look at this. Let me pull it out because I can pull it out some. Look at that. How you have that top zipper, and then it's a button closed. And I didn't even realize this initially. It's button closed, but it has sections in it. More slot compartments within this particular compartment. So there's a lot of room there, a lot of room, and how the inside of this is made. Wonderful. That caramel inside of the bag. I just really want to get my hands on something to buff these brass pieces out. And then here, you don't see too much of anything with YKK. I believe the zipper has YKK on it. I believe. I was looking at something else that had some stuff. I need a magnifying glass because it looks kind of small. But even with this, she's got some stuff in here, some old receipts. Let me pull that out. I want to see what the date is because that definitely will tell me the last time she carried this. If, some of these receipts are just terrible these days. You can't see anything on it. It's just a piece of paper. But I'm going to see if I can find something on here. Yeah, it pretty much has faded. Look at how I'm looking. Woo. And I think that was upside down. No, I'm not gonna be able to see what is on here. I do see some numbers. It definitely, yeah, I see that she got some dinner somewhere. Okay, I do see a date on here. My mama carried this bag last year. Shut the front door. Where was I? She just carried this. I didn't even know she carried this bag last year. And that's just the beauty of having this bag, y'all. So you have this zipper compartment, nice size, nice area. So once you have all that organization going on, and I'm gonna look at the under part of this. Just look at the underbody. I mean, that's just some fuzz there, but it's really, really nice. And then you have all of this room on the inside that needs to be cleaned out. But look at it, it's just suede. It's not a suede. I don't think it's a suede. No, the whole entire thing is just suede on the inside. I think what they used to call suede, and I remember this from the catalogs, was that new buck suede material. So it's not really, really thick. And I used to want me some of those bags as well. I'm gonna find some of my other book catalogs. I really believe I do have more. And then, of course, on the back, you have another compartment. And here you have this whole situation going on where it was easy to take that apart and put it back in place. And so, with the back of this bag, once more, all suede on the inside. Well, here on that the outer wall or the inner wall of the back of it, and then of course that all weather leather on the back of the bag. Beautiful. And so that's why oh, and it's one on Poshmark for 580. That's why the resale is so high. I don't know if the original bag was this price, but we know that they're in high demand because this is not, I mean, it's not, I got some things in my mind. I'm not gonna share right now. I want to find some stuff out first. But to see that this is what Dooney produced and where it is now. And as I've stated before, I enjoy how Dooney takes a particular bag or silhouette and continues to reimagine what it could look like. Therefore, continue to have me come back and buy it because now I'm buying it. But with that being said, that's the end of my story for the most part. This is the strap. I didn't show the strap. One thing here, of course, we have these little compartments or pieces on the bag where it's hard for us to adjust. Look how easy that was. And then you could take the strap out even today and put something else. Put this right back in this loop in the D-ring. I can do it with one hand. Put it right back into place. That's how the bags were. Beautiful. And of course, the one last thing, I believe is the one last thing, you have the wonderful Dooney and Bourke duck. This is hard. You can knock somebody's tooth out if you aim right. It is heavy. This has patinaed. All of this has patinaed. I'm gonna get something. Okay, so as I see your recommendation, I am going to definitely check that out. Okay, and go ahead and buff it up. And then I'll just probably post a picture of it or do a quick short on my process and bring it back out. But once I stuffed it, it looks so beautiful. So once I looked at this, and then I came back because this isn't the only saddle bag that has come out in recent years. I think it was back in 2020 they brought that crossbody saddle bag back. And at that point, I had like gone crazy with my collection. So I opted out on getting that one. I don't think I'm in regret mode about it. I looked at it again. I was just like, something just didn't really truly click with me on that. But this Ellie is like the perfect size for me in crossbody land. It's also reminiscent, and I didn't think about it until after I had taken it out of this bag and what have you a few months back. It was flowing along the lines of the puff. What is that puffy bag from Coach? Because of the pockets and the way that they're made, it kind of just was reminiscent to me in that way. So I feel like, yeah, they trying to do some things. Of course, you have this wonderful, just the beauty of it. I talked about it a little while, a couple of couple of Sundays ago about just how that silhouette is made. And if you're looking at the old school bag and the new school, you can see how Dooney reimagined this bag, but they kept some really key elements going. So you see the back of this, then you see the front of it. I mean, they just continue to reimagine what this would look like. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And so, at the time I was just like, no, I'm not trying to get too many of these colors. When this particular one came out in the Florentine, the Ellie, and I did my little notes before I got on. This was, of course, in the ecru. You had the navy, red, natural, black, and chestnut. That stuff went quick. They showed it on QVC. They put it on Dooney and Bourke. I want to say it may was on ILD for a quick minute. Then it went back. It's nowhere right now. You can't find it. I don't even think it's on. It was on Dooney and Bourke last year. Not last year, but last week. And I just tried to search for it and it is not there. And so, yeah, that's kind of, this bag is in demand. The beautiful thing, several beautiful things about this bag. And if you all notice, I took the luggage tag off because I really wasn't that fond of it at that time. Maybe I'll put it back on. But my favorite, I keep thinking that this is my favorite thing, absolute favorite thing. But this canvas strap is just a no-brainer for me. This is just, I love it. Stay tuned for some future video content where I'm going to talk about this canvas strap and just my thoughts about it. I'm not gonna go into it too much today, but hey, this is just beautiful, and you can go from a crossbody to, look how quick that is on here. I perfected this to a shoulder bag in seconds. It does not take long at all. You don't even have to put a lot of arm muscle into it to just switch it up. And so they came out with this, I want to say probably about 6 or 7 months ago. So I've had it about that long. Um, of course, this whole thing here with how the inside looks. I'm gonna go ahead and take this stuffing out of both of these little compartments. I love how they added the slot compartment here in the front, just kind of separated from being standard with the, or just always tagging along with the zipper. And they put it on the opposite sides within the bag, inside of the bag. So I like that. So this I was loving. Last Sunday, I said, well, let me see if it's some more of these colors and see what the price point is. And maybe I would get another. QVC said, sister, you ain't gonna get this in Florentine, but I will give you another option that you indubitably, Sanice, will actually love. And I came across this beauty. They have it in Pebble grain. I said, what? Y'all got this in Pebble grain? And of course, for me at the moment, I was like, okay, I'm excited. Some things y'all done switched up on me now. Y'all notice the first thing here, you don't have the canvas, you got the regular strap, which I'm fine. I'm not going to be picky about it because most of my crossbodies have this particular strap on it. And it is where you have that middle strap so you can downsize it to a shoulder bag, or you can continue to carry it as a crossbody. So the first color that I saw, and I was like, nope, I'm not going to do it. And that's mustard, because I've been on my yellow kick lately. So I just looked on QVC. Mustard is currently on the wait list. Brown Tomorrow is this beautiful bag. I decided upon this because I actually don't have one crossbody in Brown Tomorrow. I had to think about it heavy, and I'm like, no, I don't. Most of my colors, especially with the crossbody, are happy colors. My oranges and my Kelly green, or my yellows, pinks, and things, and purple. Do I have yeah, I got a couple of purple crossbodies, but I didn't have anything in the Brown Tomorrow. They also have this in caramel jeans. Jeans is a beautiful, beautiful blue. Just black, not black, just plain old black, and the red. The other thing that stands out the most to me regarding this particular crossbody, this Ellie, is the fact how well that this brown tomorrow and this British tan just blend so well together. I just love it. And then, of course, we're looking at the stitching and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the stuffing from this particular bag, because I need to keep it separate, because I'm going to put out everything back in here. And now I want to talk about, well, what are these two little bags going to hold? I think they'll hold some real nice stuff in here. So I went through my accessories box, and then I realized I got a lot of crossbodies, but I don't usually have a lot of the small accessories. You know, I love my large frame coin purse, and so I know I've gone and done overload with those, but those particular accessories, they don't really work well in small crossbodies. My big bags, yeah, but not the small. So I want to go over and see, because we're talking about two different leathers, the Florentine and the Pebble grain. The size dimensions, I didn't look it up, but they should be virtually the same. Maybe there's a slight variation between the two, but hey, I like to see what's going on. Let's see what we can put in both of these bags. So let's start. Which one should I start with? The Brown Tamara Pebble Grain or the Ecru Florentine? Let me see. I think I might start with the first bag, and then we're gonna look at the Florentine, and then we'll move on over. So let me push this over here. And some of the accessories that I would include in this particular bag. Okay, Ingrid, I got you. Florentine will go first. I don't have a lot of smaller Florentine accessories, but I do have a couple. And I have my moments. A lot of times I like for my accessories to match up with the bag. Sometimes I really don't care. And so with this one does match up. This is the Penta in the natural background. This is a small coin case. So I'm gonna slide that on in here. What other one? I found some stuff that I forgot all about. My mom gave me this. This was probably my first accessories that was like just different, because I don't have any bag in the smooth leather, but this is the small card case in elephant. Because I think initially I said taupe, but this is elephant. So yeah, this is the only smooth leather I have as far as an accessory. I forgot I had carried this. This is the bubble gum. I think this is the medium. I don't remember the size, but this is another zip around card case, I believe, in bubble gum. So this is in Saffiano. I can slide that on in there, and I still got plenty of room. Like, hey, that's just on one side of the bag. Let me pause for a second, because I got to dig in my other bag. Today's bag of the day is my red Florentine Hobo. Before those wonderful sales started to happen, this was the first sale that happened, and then they were reduced lower, and I bought several of these at the time, which I had waited a little bit longer to get more for my buck. But I love this red. Y'all, I don't have a lot of red bags, but I had to get this one. So within here, I just got, this is what it's looking like on the inside. I just been carrying the same accessories. I haven't switched it up, but who knew that the teal, not teal, but the spearmint and the red will go well together? Who knew? So in here, I think I just have my hand sanitizer that I'm going to take out, and this other little thing. This is a nice little tool pen. I like to put things together and have this on the spot with me. I love it. So you have a screwdriver, different heads for that. Phillips screwdriver. Then you have your flat head for that. And I believe you have two sizes. So I said, I just need to start carrying this in my purse, because people will ask, well, do you have a screwdriver? No, I don't have a screwdriver. Why would I have a screwdriver? And now I can say I have that going. Let's see. Something fell off with that. I'll fix it later. So I'm going to put that in this bag. My hand sanitizer. Let's see. I'm also going to put my cell phone, my work cell phone in here. One thing is for certain, two things is for sure. I don't like overpacking my bag. I just carry my essentials and I'm done. So let's see what else I might want to put in there. That might be it. But I really want to see some other things. I haven't been carrying my back scratcher in my bag too tough. So I'm going to put that in there. I saw my pen pouch and did not bring it, but I'm going to put my pen. I'm always cautious making sure that my tops end are on here correctly. So I'm going to throw that in there. For the fun of this, I probably wouldn't carry it, but for the fun of it, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this out. And instead, I'm going to rock this because I have yet to carry this and I've had this for a while. I believe this was the large zip around case. Beautiful in the color slate, Greta slate. I think this is probably my speed of things to carry in this bag. So I'm going to put this in here because guess what? It'll fit. And usually I just kind of throw my stuff in here and wherever you land, you land. But I'm going to have some little bit of organization for y'all today. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. This is kind of what it's looking like so far. That's what I got. That's what I got. I like it. I like it. Let's see what else. I'm trying to think of some of my other accessories. Let me pull this out. During the summertime, I like my blow pops. I'm gonna throw those in there because hey, I might be going out to the football game or I might be going to the store, wherever. Let's look at the top of this when it's closed. What does it look like? I need for it to continue to look like that. I don't want it to just look too overloaded. But guess what? I still could put more in this bag simply because I have not yet used. You like the grape? I love the cherry and apple, honey girl. But I still have room here in these compartments. What should I put in that? What should I put in that? Normally, let's see. I'm trying to think of some other stuff because I've been moving stuff around and then I realized that hey, I haven't carried something in a minute. One thing that will not be able to go there, I think I put my hand sanitizer in the outside because I always like to have a quick or have quick access to my hand sanitizer. And that kind of frees up a little bit of the room in there. Let's see, what else do I have? I know I have some other things. I'm kind of distracted right now. For the fun of it, I might decide to bring my stress. It's not a stress ball, but this is a cute little stressy thing in here that I acquired from a particular event. So I'm going to put that in there because I need to start back carrying it. Sometimes I get bored and fidgety and it's good to have that. So those are some of the items that I will carry. I do not recommend that you weigh down your crossbody. The whole point, in my opinion, is to have something that is light. You can put it on your shoulder and it not feel so weighed down. This is still light. This is still pretty light. We all know Florentine to be a heavier leather from time to time. It depends on how many times they tumble that thing. But this is still pretty light as a shoulder bag. Now, let me bring it back to a crossbody. As a crossbody, that thing is still pretty light. I can go and really get some things going here. So look at that. That's how I like my crossbody. And it all depends on what's going on in my head at the moment. I might wear it on this side. I might put it on this side. Just as long as I got it on me, I don't really care. I mean, and that's just how it is for me. It's just whatever. So that's what I have, and I think that fits pretty good. Now, the whole comparison thing was to see what is going to go in here. This is not as stretchy as this, but the same items should really go in here fairly well. So let me open up this and see. Let's check it out. So I'm going to put that hand sanitizer here in the front and this. So that's how it's looking so far with that. Let's see. Do I want to keep the same accessories? Actually, would I pair this with this? Honestly, I probably wouldn't. But I do have some other accessories that are pretty flat. I like. Okay. All right, Deluxe, I see you. So this is the burgundy zip around wristlet. I believe this is what it's called. The names are starting to run together. So I have this that I would probably more than likely carry. Still my cell phone. Let's see what other accessories I have. I might even throw in the brown tomorrow coin purse. Hey, it's a coin purse. And will it fit? Let's check that out. Depending on how I got it all situated, it will fit. My other little thing, whatnots. I'm going to throw these in there. And believe me, I still would have room on the side of this. You see that room on the side here for my keys. Because I don't carry a lot of keys on my key ring at all because you don't want to weigh it that well. I don't have an ignition that I'm actually putting my keys into anymore, but I'm still carrying on, making sure that I don't have a lot going on with that because that can weigh you down too. You know, this kind of feels slightly heavier, just slightly. There is a difference, and it could very well be the kiss lock, and stuff ain't even weighed down just yet because usually my kiss lock has a lot, but pretty much it's the same items. This you would think would weigh that down, but it really didn't too tough. So this one may be slightly heavier, and it's because too this is, I don't know, it's more structured. So look at the top of this. It's not really overpacked. And as I stated in the reveal, once I got it packed up, then you could see these closing easily. Now, I called myself, y'all, fixing my strap length. Let me put this one on too. Two different types of straps. I think the way that this is possibly made, see, this is lower, and this is where I would how I always adjust my straps. I have it on the lowest part possible on both ends, or both sides of it, and this is where it hits me. But nonetheless, I still love it because I'm able to keep all my essentials. I just rock a little bit better with this canvas strap. I just do. I really do. So I really favor this L. Girl, I've been wishing that, because if they did, I would get every single color because I need more than one color. I need that black. I need red. Woo. And then think about it that way too. If it was easy in removing, like the strap is on the old school, and you have multiples, just think about really funking this bag up, y'all, and putting all different color straps on it. Now, I don't really follow too tough the other designer bags, but yeah, they made their stuff kind of funky with the colors and the names and stuff. And I never did. I missed out on the guitar strap, and I'm not willing to pay $200 for a strap right by now in my life. I really wish they would bring that back, maybe spruce it up, make it a little bit different. Because I still want a chance to get it. But if they had this canvas bag, not canvas bag, but the canvas strap in other colors, and you're able to detach and put it on whatever, because even with this, I could detach this off if it was made that way. and put it on, and that would just bring a whole nother light to it. Because think about, just picture this strap on this. Hmm, that might have just worked with it, or if they just made a brown Timar. Oh, forget the brown Timar, just a British tan color of a strap of this strap. I'm trying to see. I don't think I have another one near me, but I don't know. Needless to say, I do too, Ingrid, all the way. That's why I just love them. I don't knock any other brand. I really, really, truly, truly don't. I love how, y'all, a lot of y'all love Coach. I'm not gonna front. A lot of y'all love Coach. And I love, like, they just come out with so many different things. It's like I can't keep up. Now, as a non-Coach collector, it would be hard for me to just be like, I'm trying to collect and find pieces that's going to be around for a while, because I just don't feel that with them, not in this day and age. Now, I am going to do, on behalf of my mom, um once we refine them again, because I didn't realize she had a lot of Coach bags, and she was serious at one point with that too. But her heart is Dooney all day, every day. But I just love how they do bring about new things. But as far as collecting and that simplicity, I'm a simple person. Don't try to make things too complicated for me. But I love when they try to bring something more, like with the Depenta line, when they brought that, or when they did the embossed retro, or when they've done all the other little fun little cute things that they've done with their bags. I love that. And I'm hoping for their upcoming stuff that they will bring some of that back. I love the little flowers things that they do, but I need a little bit more right now. I really do need more. But nonetheless, y'all, because I can get on my tangent. I think that if it's within your price point, because we all know how QVC rolls, and they had this bag at a discount, it was lower. I think it's gone back up a little bit higher. Um, I'm hopeful that this will be seen on Dooney.com. I'm real, real hopeful of that. I mean, why not? You have other silhouettes that come in multiple leathers. Why not? So I'm hopeful that some more colors will come out in the Ellie Florentine. But I'm very, very hopeful that this pebble gray will emerge on the Dooney and Bourke or ILD websites, especially around the holidays. I mean, this is about to be fall. This is, to me, crossbody season. Really, crossbody season is any day for me. I don't discriminate. But I like this bag. Okay, Ingrid. Yeah, Dooney is in your heart. Dooney is in your heart. I've been trying to stray, but I can't, because I'm just not satisfied. I'm just not satisfied. Like, yeah, I could tell y'all some stuff there too. I probably shouldn't. I don't ever want to badmouth anybody's creativity and what they do with their bags and so forth. So I just applaud everybody. It's just not my flow. It's not my thing. I'm just I I'm that type of person where if it works, I'm not trying to fix it. I mean, any other kind of way. I'm just patient and seeing, like, are y'all gonna catch up and do some things like they doing over there? But then when you do your thing, it's like, I really didn't even want what they were doing. I like how y'all doing things. I really do. So you all, hopefully you were able to catch this bag. If not, head on over and get the pepper grain. I think that you will definitely be satisfied with it, especially if you love crossbodies. From time to time, you might want them small, you might want them a medium, or the large, a little bit larger. But I think my favorite crossbody silhouette is the saddle, hands down. Because once I went back and looked, I was like, you know what? And I started showing you all in my lives lately that yeah, I do love this silhouette. I truly do. Thanks, Mom. It's because of this beauty here. It really is. If this was not in front of me all the time, or hey, go get my purse, I get something out for you, or hey, get me this, or go put my purse in my room. If this hadn't occurred in my life, I probably wouldn't even paid attention. Oh wow, but that's the reason why. Look how this is put together, y'all. This is the all-weather leather and the pebble grain, which you could tell the differences between the two. I mean, I know this big mama is older, but you can see the difference. Now, another thing that I did not realize until now, this bag, okay, this one came with the luggage tag. I don't have it on here just yet. But it came with the luggage tag. This one didn't come with anything. No luggage tag, no nothing. So I'm definitely gonna have to put my own stuff on here. Because I think the spinning duck will be beautiful on here. Of course, I want multiples of that big duck. I wish they had that in like a variety of colors. So I'm gonna have to put something on the side. That's just me. Yeah, I think you should, Ingrid. I really do. I think it'll be really, really nice. Now, honey girl, you ain't been acting a fool, have you? Well, I am so happy you discovered Dooney. We love you over here as if I work for Dooney. But as far as being a part of the Dooney and Bourke community, welcome. We're happy to have you. All right. I still have not gone and gotten anything off of from Carmen. I do have a particular way I like the charms. If I really just get into the charms thing, I think I definitely should get something for my niece because she put probably more stuff on the bag than the actual that's bigger than the actual bag itself. I mean, that's what she does. I'm just gonna keep holding this brown tomorrow because it is pretty, y'all. I just did not know it was gonna be this beautiful when I got it. I was just like, I'm not getting that mustard because it was calling my name. And it's still kind of calling my name, but not at that price right now. It could shut up. Um, Along with this, and I failed to show you all, my mom got this bag and some of her good friends at the time, and everybody probably has this in their collection. This was the original coin purse to me. The zip around and just the way that it is, that big old duck. That big duck is so pretty. It's set in my mom's vehicle, and I'm gonna turn to the side, and you can see how that duck just kind of swelled up. So it's real like it's a puffy duck, but it has not torn up. Nothing has unraveled. Nothing. The stitching, this is all weather leather as well. I mean, it just needs some cleaning up as well too. It has. I told her, I said, who wrist was this small? A baby? But she said she didn't think it was because it was for that. It was to attach to maybe something in the purse to just kind of keep it. I don't know. I would, probably carry this and take this off and use an updated wristlet and put it on here. I just took out a bunch of change out of her bag and put some stuff in. There is some definite wear and tear on this. However, it still functions in the way that it was made. So you see that there. It even has the imprint of the coins that was housed in here. But this is a timeless piece because if you clean it up and all that kind of stuff, I mean, to see how well this stuff was made into you talking about 30 years later, it's still here. And it's still in competition with a lot of things because hey, it's on the secondhand market. People want this item. I've seen some people on I don't know who the lady is on Instagram. I don't know who. But I said she got every color of these. And that's why I think she inspired me with me trying to acquire the coin purse. But she has every color of these. And it's just like that is so beautiful. I just want to travel across the country and go to these different secondhand stores and see who has, put some stuff in there to sell or what giving away some things. My thought was I'm gonna go to some of these garage sales and see if anybody has put anything out because now I know what's fake and what's real. I can recognize it a little bit better. But maybe one day. But I love this, and it went perfectly. It still goes perfectly with this. But I'm definitely gonna get that cleaner that says what suggested and clean both of those items up. But back to this, y'all. Back to this. It's a little bit heavier. I haven't, of course, carried her. Yeah, I'm gonna try that Ingrid. I'm definitely going to, because I want to see what's out there. And I don't know if you all know, I'm broke, but I didn't know if y'all have ever attempted to go on Goodwill's website. One of another influencer, and I forgot his name. He's out of New York. Um, he put that information out there, and I started looking. And when I tell you, it was so many vintage type bags out there. I was like, is this real? Did this really come out? Because I don't know everything, but usually the ones that I always wanted, I can still remember that. But a lot of the bags that were on there was really, really good. You just really need to clean them up. And I was just like, I'm too lazy to clean up a lot of this stuff. Nah, because then I'll get mad and then just get mad. But Goodwill's website is really, really, I like it. And not only Dooney and Bourke, but other brands and a lot of other stuff, not just purses, just whatever they have at Goodwill, they've put on their website across the country. Across the country. So I think that's pretty deep and neat. But I haven't carried this. I hope to carry it soon. I can't tell you that I'll be carrying it this week. I know, Ingrid, it's hard. And I'm just gonna keep on showing you this. I just wish, QVC would give some types of discounts. And it's mainly because I'm spoiled at this point by Dooney and Bourke. Hey, Emerald Gold, I'm spoiled right now because if I don't get it on Dooney and Bourke or Dooney.com, I'm going over to ILD and try for it. But if you like this, and it's kind of hard, and believe me, I understand, because it's like, why would I pay that price for something that is not a Florentine? But then you have to take into consideration, look at that, that's still here, and it probably went through some heavy stuff. I don't know the story fully, but it's still here. So if you have intentions of keeping your bag and just enjoying and loving your bag, I think it gives you what you're looking for if you purchase it. I'm always looking for a deal. Black Friday, it definitely may. And some of these silhouettes on QVC, once those popular colors really go, then you have like jeans will probably be around for a minute. Black will probably be around for a second. Caramel and this brown tomorrow might be around for a minute as well, depending on the person. If you love brown tomorrow, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of people like talk about brown tomorrow like that. They talk about caramel a lot on their channels and so forth. So you might just want to wait. It's gonna happen because if you tuned into my live when I shared QVC's, what was on there before this popped up like the next day, some of that stuff is already on clearance. And I'm like, how? Yeah, I just put it on there a couple of months ago, at least 2 months ago, probably not even a full 2 months, and it's already on clearance. So I'm always gambling in the fact of just waiting and trying to be patient and see what hits. But I am just, like I said, and I I don't work for them. I ain't never been up there and seen nothing. But the confidence that I have, I truly believe this is going to make an appearance on ILD on Dooney.com, probably sooner than later. Y'all keep talking about you want it and you want it and you want it. I believe they will do it. I truly believe. You got to do what you got to do. I just want to get this color and really share with you all what my take is on the bag. I just believe that it's a wonderful silhouette to have in your collection, and yeah, that's it. Let's see, what else do I want to say about this? Do y'all have any questions or concerns about the bag in itself? Do you all have this hobo in your collection? I think I realized something the other day, actually this morning, and the fact that this particular hobo does not have a zipper on the outside, and I was thinking I might want to go and get the other hobo style that has that thicker, unbendable strap to it. But I did enjoy this carry today. I really did. I'm thinking that I'm going to carry it tomorrow too. Do you all have this? Did y'all get this bag in your collection? Because when they was just giving that away free, yeah. One more thing before I leave, and I did an unboxing. I might still post it. I don't know. That Bordeaux, I know is beautiful because I love the Bordeaux in Florentine. I really do. I only have one item in Bordeaux, and I just been trying my best not to get anything else. I actually need to condition it as well. That's my running backpack. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I've seen that as well. Emerald gold. So, trying to figure out. I'm just gonna hold. Just want to stay here. I don't want it to go too far from me. And now that it's kind of packed, I probably will be able to switch over and just carry it tomorrow. Who knows? So, I don't know if you all have seen on Dooney. No, it's on ILD, on ilovedooney.com. They have an exclusive. They usually have exclusive items on both of the sites. And every now and then I go and I try to see, well, what's on there is exclusive that I could add to my collection. And so the envelope, the photo envelope was one thing that I was like, and it had the right colors. My favorite colors is in orange, and I think it has pink and white on it. I said, oh, I want that. I really, really would like to have that. Yeah, I would really, really like to have it. And I just was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and order something. So I ordered whatever I ordered. I can't remember right now. And I ordered it because even though it's exclusive, um, they was like it was a gift purchase. I don't know how they've done this, but somehow they got it set up like that. Anywho, I ordered it. So I get my items. I'm excited. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have this photo envelope because I purchased something on secondhand that had me question whether or not this was real. And I have not revealed this. If I did, I never talked about it because I was like, it's probably fake, and I just fell victim to it, and I'm okay because it didn't cost that much. But this supposedly is an envelope as well. I don't know if it's a photo envelope. It kind of resembles that to me, but today I just took it out of my accessories thing being, and I was disappointed to see it look like this. Now I don't keep my stuff in heat. It's pretty much in a cool area. The only thing that resembled Dooney and Bourke is at the top, which looks to be, something that I've seen before in the bags. But to see that it was peeling like this, I said, "What? I know not. I know not. Dooney and Bourke did not produce such a thing." But I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. Of course, it has no number in here. Some of these things don't necessarily have numbers, but it has this little gusset side, and this is how the inside looks. And that's just it. I have yet to even carry it, do anything with it. And really, I pulled it out with the intentions of possibly putting that in the crossbody, but I'm very disappointed. So I said, well, this couldn't possibly be real. So, needless to say, I was excited last week when my purchase came. So excited that I opened this bag up. I knew three of the other items, the size and whatever they could be or would be, but I was like, this couldn't possibly be that photo envelope. So instead, I received this. This is the small tassel pouch. I'm going to assume that the chevron print on here are the colors raspberry, perhaps, maybe blush and bone. I'm just gonna make up these colors because I know that's their colors. So I was like, I like it. It's different. Got your little tassel and everything here. Nothing real special on the inside. It's just a plain padded um pouch. I think I have something else that's similar to this. Maybe not in the chevron, but just the silhouette itself. So I kind of started to get upset. And I was like, nah, let me call. So what I did first, the next day, I went on the chat on ILD and was talking to whoever I was talking to, because I don't know if it was AI, whomever. And my crazy self tried to negotiate. I was like, this is what I ordered. And actually, the style numbers, one number different. This one says P31. What I ordered was P13. So it wasn't my fault they sent the wrong item. So I said, look, I'll pay for this one. I still need y'all to send my photo envelope. Just let me keep this one because I haven't seen this on the site or anything. I said, okay, cool. They was just like, well, no, we can't do that. You have to send it back. Of course, I got to pay for shipping and they'll reimburse me and all this stuff. I said, no. Y'all need to send me the right item. I want to purchase this. I didn't get my way. I guess I had a little tantrum, so I'm not going to get my way. So I'm just going to have to go back and reorder. And then even though there's a discount for Labor Day, I'm actually going to be paying a little bit more. It's a $5 difference, But if that $5 could go towards another bag of something else in my brain. And so I was just like, well, no, I guess I'll just go ahead and still got to wait for the photo envelope. I wanted that one because it was orange. It's orange and pink and white, and I could deal with those colors. So we'll see if there's anything that I may want to order, because if I order that one thing, that one item, you all know you got to spend $119 in order to get the free shipping. I'm not going to pay for something that's reduced and then pay $20, because it's $19, I believe, for shipping on that one little item. Are you crazy? You can put that in an envelope, and that envelope is not going to cost that much. So yeah, that's what I had to deal with last week. Like I said, I did the reveal. Um, of course, I mean, especially if there's several things that you probably been looking at anyway, and it's a sale. It's like, okay, now's the time, and then it'll tell you you got $40. You're $40 away. Like, I really wasn't trying to spend $40 more, but I don't want to pay for this shipping. So I'm with you on that, sus. But so what I decided to do was to gift this. Who knows? It's not available because they went in their system. Dooney went in their system. I ended up calling customer service and still trying to plead my case about it, and they still wasn't bulging. They said it was gonna turn it over to somebody. That somebody called, left a message, and said the same thing. So I said, forget it. Either I'm going to keep this, which I think is cute, but I don't know. But I still want the envelope. And I wasn't even trying to do a 2-for-1, because I've done that before with certain items. I wanted to pay for this one and still wanted them to send what they did not send. I already paid for that one, but yeah, the price, and the original price of the envelope is $78. The original price of this is $48. So I was telling them, y'all owe me some money back, because even if you use the discount code, it's not gonna be equal to what I paid for the photo envelope that I did not get. They wasn't trying to hear it, because whatever's in their system, man, I know all about that. I know about that. I also know how to key in stuff. I also know how to override stuff, because you usually get a code to override. But I said, I want to keep y'all in my good graces right now. So I'm just going to have to bite the bullet. And I'm not even going to worry about it. Whatever. Things happen. I don't want that to happen again. It has never happened before. Hey, it would have been nice to order a Florentine bag and get an Alto. I wouldn't even call them. I would not have called, like, oh, for real? Oh, okay. Well, shoot. Wow, this is a wonderful surprise. But no, I wasn't even trying to, get over on them. I just wanted to purchase whatever this was and go ahead and still acquire what I paid for. But that's just how my brain is just moving. Yeah, I'm in school, so I'm a researcher. So we got to talk about numbers and statistics and all of this stuff. And so that's what my brain is wired to right now. And I'm just like, but you can't get over on me. I don't want to feel like you trying to jiff me. In my community, I ain't gonna tell y'all what we say because I don't want to be deemed for it. Ain't nothing bad, but it could be taken bad. So I'm gonna leave that in my head. But I really wanted that particular item. So hopefully I'll get it. We'll see. I'm really just trying to wait for the holiday sales. Cause y'all, we in September. We are in September. It's gonna be Thanksgiving before we know it. And I think on Thanksgiving, I'm probably gonna carry my Brown Mara drawstring and then to one event, and then I'm gonna come home and change and carry that one. I'm already thinking ahead what I'm gonna do, y'all. But hey, that is pretty much what I wanted to talk about today. Share those silhouettes. And I'm just like I said, I'm appreciative to Dooney and Bourke for their way of reimagining and redesigning. And we're talking about aside from the founder of Dooney and Bourke, you probably have a lot of people there that work on these teams that haven't been working there for a long time. That's just my assumption. When you have companies that's usually around, you do have a handful that's of people that's been there from the beginning. But to talk about, hey, Mr. Dooney, this is what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I've seen the blueprint of some of the other designs that you've created in the past, and I think this would be great to bring it back because it's iconic, and we just want to put this little spin to it. Okay, yeah, because he got to approve that stuff. He got the final say on it, and I wrote all these notes and forgot all about it. Oh, I wrote all my little notes about the question bag and just how long it's been around. And I just, like I said, I just have an appreciation for it. Um, it's something that people really truly want. It's vintage now. It's vintage. People want it. It can pair with a lot of different things because to wear with a beautiful dress, for church, or you can dress down and still have that thing. And the beauty of these, like I keep saying, it can go from crossbody to a shoulder bag. Love it. It's roomy, roomy. We already talked about the old school with the brass hardware and just how the color is. Dooney, they didn't have but like a couple of colors when they first started. Then they slowly started to give other little colors in there and everything, and then they started putting in other materials. Like I said, I remember Nubuck because there were plenty of bags I wanted in Nubuck, and I didn't even realize that until now. Like it truly was a lot of different materials that started to come out, and now here we are today with the selections that we have. Like Florentine, y'all rocking Florentine so heavy. Florentine hadn't been around that very long. I think what 10 years, maybe 11 years now. That hasn't been around at all long, but the way that we have gravitated towards it, maybe I can speak for myself. It's just like, man, where were you 20 years ago? It wasn't that Dooney just yet, like in that way. I think it was probably in another style of something. But to see how well everything just continues to evolve, I love it, don't y'all? I was not around and thinking about Dooney, I think in the early 2000s because I was trying to find a job and get money to do other things. But so I was not like focused on those celebrity collaborations that they had. But I wish they would bring some of that back. Like, come on, let's bring some celeb to talk about it because people still carry Dooney and Bourke. Don't let anybody fool you even on that level. They're not just carrying a Birkin. Every now and then they get tired of carrying a Birkin. They might come out and bring one of the bags that they had when they first started. I am a hip hop head, y'all. I love hip hop. And I love seeing some of my favorite artists say this was my first car that I had. And they still have it today. And they'll still go and drive it today. And it's like, I know that was a good 30 years ago when you was in that Acura and y'all rapped about it. And now you in BMWs and all these luxury vehicles, but you'll still humble yourself and say, I still got my Acura, my Integra. And it's like, what? And it's still in good shape. Like y'all not playing with it. So I love that with within the bag community when you see that people, no matter the status that they are on at this point, they'll still go back and say, because I forgot which celebrity it was. This is an A-lister. She out at the store. She got her Dooney and Bourke crossbody on. I'm like, okay, that's wonderful to see. So you see that it's a timeless piece and it still does what it needs to do for you. You got that Integra. Okay, honey girl. I used to want one of those. I like how they've brought back what is it? Not the TSX. I forgot which one. I forget all these letters, but I love Acura. I'm a Honda girl from the heart. And yeah, I have an Acura as well. I love it. But like I told y'all earlier, when I find a brand and it works, I stay with it. I'm not trying to do all this other stuff because that just creates too much in my mind, and I don't need that. Just keep it sweet and simple for me, and we are good. We are really, really good. And the last thing about this that I want to talk about, as far as this old school and even the new school equestrian style bags or the saddle bags or any bags that you may have within the Dooney and Bourke community, they're easy to clean, you know. I have to bite my tongue on that because I have yet to really figure out. I think it's a loss. And that's probably the only bag that's a loss for me at this point because I just didn't know about the transferring of things on your patent leather. But I'm still gonna carry that bag and I don't care. I'm probably gonna carry it soon because I love that bag. But other than that bag, it's easy to clean. It's easy. It's real, real easy. And I like the fact that I just don't have to worry about too much. You know, you just learn how to clean things because everything is, even to get ink out or other little stains. Ink has always been the big thing with any bag that I've ever had because the top always mysteriously comes off. And it's just like I don't notice it until months later and like, wow, that's all over my bag on the inside. But nonetheless, I don't have any leather cleaner, but if you go back up, let me go back in the chat. Scrolling back up, um, this Aussie leather conditioner from what is it, Fibings. Don't let me misquote something. Fibing apostrophe S. It's on Amazon, y'all. Google for that or search for that. And it is, I take Sus What's recommendation highly. And I think she's displayed that before on her bag or on her channel, on how she's cleaned certain bags with that. And I don't think it necessarily just has been Dooney and Bourke. Um, but yeah, that's highly recommended, and I'm definitely getting ready to go on there and purchase it because I really want to do not only this one, but my crossbody bag as well because they're pretty much looking dull like that, and my Florentine that I spoke of earlier. All right, y'all. I've been on for over an hour, and I'm appreciative to you all being patient and just being here with me. Stay tuned for my upcoming giveaway. It's not gonna be. I like to go big, y'all. I just love to give people things, and what I noticed, I was giving away items I hadn't even didn't have for myself. I gave away a yellow hobo, and I'm like, why did I do that? But I'm not questioning it. I'm happy that I did that. I also had the camera bag. I gave away a Clementine camera bag. I don't have that in my collection. So I'm always happy to bring something um, to the table and give away just to show you all how appreciative. If I could give everybody that's a subscriber something, I would. I truly, truly would. So that's why I encourage you all to enter when it's time. It will be coming up before the end of the month. I'm pretty certain of that. I know what the two items are that I will be giving away. I'm not gonna tell y'all just yet. But yeah. And I might add some more stuff to it. Who knows? Who knows? So y'all stay tuned. Have a happy, happy Sunday. Um, For your Labor Day, my nephew told us today Labor Day was created so people could get some rest. I said, but why was it called Labor Day, man? Why was it called Labor Day? So do something that is happy and joyous to you all. And apple leather cleaner and conditioner is good too. Okay, so you got a couple of them. Scroll back up for those suggestions by Suz What in regard to the some really good leather cleaners for your bag. I think that's great to have that, but yeah. So have a wonderful holiday, a wonderful week, and I will see you all on next Sunday. Um, if all goes well. All right. See, I have a good one. Bye.